So I'm sitting in the garden of my house. Directly in front of me is a tree. In fact, there's 5 trees. 4 of them have leaves and 1 of them doesn't. Is this tree a loser? Well, can trees be losers? I guess not having leaves as a tree is like not having a Bugatti as a man. Somewhere along the line, you just fucked up. It wasn't really that hard to get. All I had to do was be smarter than everybody else and do the work they were too lazy to do. It wasn't that difficult, but... On a side note, talking about my monumental successes, coming from a single-parent household in Luton, England, the lowest income town in the entire country, before that living in Gary, Indiana, the murder capital of America at the time, then becoming the most famous man on the planet, worth hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, some would estimate over $1 billion. I've pulled all of this off with maybe 60% effort. I could have tried harder. I mean, I tried. I'm not lazy. But I could have tried harder. I can't sit here and say I gave it all I had. That's a lie. Because I took time out of my day to fuck your bitch. You know? Perhaps I was just the first one to do it. The first one to have enough balls to say what everybody else was thinking. Instead of sitting there going, well, if I say what everyone else is thinking, they're going to cancel me and delete my channels. So instead, I put together the ultimate Aikido plan to force them to delete me and make such a big spectacle of it that they have to drive me towards another platform, e.g. Rumble, which is publicly traded. There are people who can buy stocks in Rumble, you know. Maybe it was all just a plan to make millions of dollars. But the fact I came first certainly had something to do with it. My coach used to say, if you land first, you land twice. It's true, especially on the street. If the fight is certain, Putin said this. Growing up in the streets of Leningrad, I learned that if a fight is certain, you must at least strike first. Don't lose your element of surprise. Being first, there's a lot to say about it. And even you brokies at home know this. Even you broke, insignificant, stupid, lazy, ugly losers at home, you, right now, you watching this with that average ass bitch, know I'm telling the truth. If you get into Bitcoin first, you make money. If you get into AI first, you're going to make some money. You need to try and be first. And I've talked about it at length, about how you're never going to be first because you get your information from Twitter. By the time it's on Twitter, everyone knows you're last. The news, last. You need to have a network. You got to have guys who know guys. You got to know people. You need the war room. I've talked about all this. I don't want to repeat myself. You're out here by yourself, without the perspicacity bestowed upon a network. Opposingly, you're trying to use your own personal perspicacity, which is lacking at best, to outcompete groups of men who know things you do not know and will always be in before you will.